Hello, this is a Life Path Tarot reading for water signs in June, for the month of June. So, water signs, that's Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And we're going to be looking at what's around for you this month. So, we're going to start with what energy you're bringing into this month from last month. And then we'll go through the full reading. And at the end of it, we'll look at what the outcome is likely to be for you. So stick around for the end to see what's going to be happening for you this month and where you're going to end up at the end of the month. Right, so let's see what is in store for water signs. Water signs, you are the cups in the tarot pack. So you are all about empathy and intuition. You are the person that people turn to when they're in trouble, when they need a shoulder to cry on or a helping hand to lift them up, or even just somebody to make them feel good. You're all about feelings. That's feelings as emotions and also feelings as gut feeling, intuition. Your intuition, your empathy is keen, it's very strong. So, where are you this month? And what are you going to be doing? Okay, so as I say, we'll start off with the energy that you're bringing in to June, and we'll go through the other energies that are around you for the month, and then look at the steps you can take to get the most out of this month, and then see where you'll end up if you take those steps. So, the energy you're bringing in, ooh, very interesting. Okay, so the first card is the Fool. So you're starting off something new. This is a new beginning for you in some way. It could be a new job, new relationship, just new ideas. Um, you're stepping out into the unknown in some way. Something is coming up where you need to take a bit of a leap of faith and trust yourself, trust your instincts, especially water signs. You are cups. You are all about instinct. This is the time to just get behind yourself and trust your instinct. The other energy that you're bringing in companion with that is these make an interesting couple. So it's the Fool, which is youth and openness and new beginnings, and the Emperor, which is all about authority and quite masculine energies. Even if you're female, it's still masculine energies of authority and command, self-discipline. It's an interesting, it's almost two completely different parts of you that maybe this month is you wanting to blend these two parts of yourself. It may be that the newness is the new position you've taken on where you've got a lot more responsibility and a lot more authority, and being cups, you're not quite sure how to square that with compassion and kindness and taking care of everybody. Now you're having to tell them what to do. It might be that that's happening for you. It might just be a new sense within, maybe within the family. You have new responsibilities, or you have a new position of having to take authority within the family or in other situations. So it's an interesting dilemma. And yes, this is not where cups people, water signs, this is not where you find yourselves very often. So, an interesting things to bring in this month. So, oh, yes. So, your goal this month then is to combine those two things. Your goal is the Empress. It's about nurturing people. So, your goal is to get these two working together, these two energies in your life working together, so that you can be the Empress. You can nurture people, you can look after them, you can encourage them, you can help them to grow, you can help them to develop, you can help them to become the very best that they are. For a lot of you, this is looking like maybe a position at work or a position in a family, in your family. But that's your goal, to embody Empress energy. So nurturing, fertile, that's not to go out and have more babies. Bringing out the fertility in others, the creativity in others, the potential in others. Also providing nurturing in very basic forms, feeding, clothing, keeping people warm, happy. But it's also enriching. There is an abundance here, if you look. She's crowned with stars and richly dressed. So it's about creating a sense of abundance of possibility, of richness, of reward with the people around you, for yourself and for the people around you. Um, Water signs, cups, people, you are very much about the people around you. But don't forget yourself. You can do this for yourself as well. Okay, what's getting in the way of that? Interesting. This is not usually a card that comes up in this position of being in the way of something because it is about abundance. You can see all these cups here, but this is you. This is cups again. This is water signs. And nines are about progress. You're nearly there. It may be what's getting in the way. You feel that you have enough. You have everything that you want. You are perfectly satisfied. Um, why would you want more? What more is there? Maybe it's a sense of, well, what more is there? I've got everything. Everything is, my cups are full. What more can I possibly want? What more have I got to give? There might be that feeling that's getting in the way. If you can get over that, you can rise to even greater levels of compassion, connections, spiritual growth, abundance, creativity, yeah, your intuition, your empathy can become even deeper, even more rewarding, and more abundant for the people around you as well. So the next card then is about your strengths. So these are strengths that are going to be useful to you this month. They may be strengths that you've overlooked. There may be strengths that you don't use very much. There may be strengths that are so much a part of you that you don't even realize that they're strengths. You just think, oh, everybody does that, don't they? No, it's whatever this card is, this is a strength that is special for you. Is special for water people, cups people this month. And it is. So it's another major arcana card. So you've had the Emperor and the Empress, which are like the mother and the father, the king and the queen. Now you've got another major arcana card, and this is Judgment. And this is about awakening. So a strength that you have is based on your intuition, based on your empathy, based on your ability to see into people and into situations, motivations, you are awake to what is happening. You have incredible insight into what is going on. You have incredible insight into other people. You have incredible insight into other situations and that people are involved with. This is a strength. Don't underestimate it. You know what's going on in a way that maybe the people around you don't, or don't acknowledge, or don't trust, or don't understand. Your intuition is right. It's based on your empathy. So if you get an intuition, an insight into something that you go, oh my God, I didn't realize. That's based on your empathy. That's based on your ability to read people really deeply. It doesn't come out of thin air. It's based on your deep connection with people. And it's an enormous strength. It's a huge strength. It's a strength a lot of people would give arms and legs and eye teeth for. So don't underestimate it, and it's going to be very useful for you this month. So the environment into which all this is happening. So these are your energies that you're bringing. These are your strengths. This is your goal and what's standing in the way of reaching your goal. The environment in which this is happening is another 9. So it pairs with this card, what's standing in the way, and it maybe gives us a bit more clarity. It's another 9, and it's a 9 of swords. And swords are about thought. 9 is about progress, and this card is about progressing out of a difficult situation by literally climbing the ladder of your thoughts. So some cards that ask you to look at what you're thinking tell you to just discard those thoughts because they're not relevant. They are mistaken beliefs. This card asks you to examine what you're thinking and use it as a way to climb out of a difficult situation. So if you are in a difficult situation, or the situation around you is difficult, that other people, because you do care deeply about the people around you, it's about sitting down and examining, looking at, yeah, well, what is actually happening? It's about clarity of thinking. It's about logic. It's about not getting carried away by emotions, and difficult for cups of people, for water signs, but looking coolly and calmly at what the people around you believe, what they're thinking, what their logic is behind the situation, behind what they're feeling, and communicating clearly. Swords are also about communication. So you're going to climb the ladder of thoughts. Your communication is going to become clearer and clearer, and you're going to climb out of a difficult situation, or you're going to help somebody that you care about to climb out of a difficult situation. And that's kind of what's required of you this month, as well as reaching a goal. This is on the path to reaching your goal. So that's the energy around you, your energy, the energy that is around you at the moment. What steps are you going to take to make the most of that and come to the best outcome at the end of the month? So we're going to look at the steps and then finally find out what the outcome is going to be. Where are you going to be at the end of this month? Okay, so what you need to do first before you do anything else, the first step, it's the moon. So this is about delusions, illusions, um, shadows, pretense. So take a look before you do anything else, before you take any steps, before you take any actions. Take a good look at what's going on. Is are there, are there mistaken beliefs there? Are there misunderstandings? Is there another way of looking? Is something being presented that's not quite the way it is? It's about illusion and delusion, and that could be self-delusion as well, which we're all guilty of, or it could be somebody actually deliberately, not so much trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Maybe they're deluding themselves as well. They're not deliberately trying to mislead you. However, the result is misleading. So take a good look at the situation first. Is it exactly as it seems? Yeah. Use your empathy, use your intuition, especially your intuition, which is linked to the moon as well. So that will help you see clearly through illusions. The moon is it's its own cure by using the strengths of the moon, which in your case is your intuition. You can see clearly through the delusions, which are also created through moon energy. But use your intuition, use your gut feeling. If your gut feeling tells you, this isn't quite what it looks like, then you're absolutely right. So having done that, your next step is an alarming looking card. Don't worry, it's not as bad as it looks. Everybody always thinks, it means my heart's going to be broken. No, it's not. It is about swords, but threes are about expanding your thinking, expanding your opportunity. So, having looked for any delusions and illusions and misleading not so much advice, but just being misled. Expand your thinking. Um, look wider, look deeper, especially matters of the heart, so emotions and people's feelings. And think about hurts that have happened in the past. Is there another way of looking at those? Is there a different way? Is there a more generous, forgiving way of looking at those, of looking at the lessons that have been, the valuable lessons that you've been given, or somebody around you who you're helping has been given, that will help. Has is there something valuable in maybe a disappointing or an upsetting situation? Are you overlooking something? Is there something valuable to be learned from that? So it's about expanding your thinking. It's about looking at the wider picture and opening up to wider implications. And it's about thinking. So it's not so much about feeling what's happened, it's about actually thinking about what's happened and drawing something valuable from that. You'll know what it is. I can't tell you. That's the bit I can't tell you what that is. This is very specific to you, and you'll know what it is. Okay, what you need to keep on doing once you've done that. Okay, it's the Eight of Cups. So cups is for water signs. It's the suite of water signs, suit of water signs. And what you need to keep on doing is not looking back at the past and keep going on into the future. Keep making progress. It may feel as if things have come to a halt, things have come to a stop. You need to turn around, stop looking at the past, look at the future. You have plenty of emotional fulfillment already there, but you need to turn around now and go off into finding new horizons. You need to keep moving along the path. What you already have is great. And I think this is pairing maybe with this, that you feel, you've got enough. What more do you want? Keep going. Make progress. Keep going. This isn't the end of this isn't the end of a story. Whatever the story is, this isn't the end of it. There's lots more. There's an awful lot more. There's a whole other landscape there that you need to go into it, explore it. You need to explore it. If you do that, then we're looking now at the outcome. Oh, so two cards have come up actually. The first one is for Four of Pentacles, which is about balance. Maybe balance that's a bit too balanced. So maybe you need to shake yourself out of a situation that has become this situation, which has become too comfortable. Nothing wrong with comfortable situations, but if it's stopping you from growing, you need to think about what you're going to do. You've got the rest of your life. This isn't the end of the story. However good it is, it's still not the end of the story. There's lots more story to come. Don't settle for things. Don't let having enough stand in the way of, I don't just mean financially, and I'm not saying, it's materialistic. Um, it's about love and affection and connection as well. If you feel you have enough, go for a bit more. This isn't the end of the story. There's a feeling of stability here um, that might close you off to even better things. And I know that because The final card, that was like a sort of an added extra because two came out together and I didn't realize I'd taken two cards at the same time. But the final card is your card. It's the Ace of Cups. You are cups, you water signs are cups. And this is new beginnings, new opportunities, wonderful new things opening up for you. So exactly what we were saying. Look to the rest of the landscape. Don't let yourself settle. New opportunities are coming. A wonderful, your cup is going to be filled to overflowing, which is wonderful. This is, terrific, fantastic. Okay, so water people, that's your month. I hope you have a fantastic time, and I'll see you next month when we go into July. Have a wonderful month.